wait, your name's Howie? And so to this day, they call me Howie.
Hey, it's Kevin A. Walsh, Pine Financial Group. We work together so you succeed. Hey, you found us here on Facebook. You found us here on YouTube. Please hit like, hit subscribe. We're trying to build a channel of real estate investors to help real estate investors just like you. Today, we're doing another Meet the Team video. Got a fantastic team member with me today, Andrew Howie. How's it going?
Excellent, Kev. How you doing, bud?
All right, you go by Howie.
Yes.
So tell us, Howie, who's Howie?
Well, my first name is Andrew, but the last name is Howie. And growing up, mostly my friends would just call me by Howie, which would confuse people if I went and introduced myself as Andrew. And then I'd have to explain the whole situation of why people call me Howie, and that it's my last name. So I just decided to, when I was about 20 years old, just say, just call me Howie. And then I could figure out the Andrew part after, because it seems to be less confusing for people rather than the Howie. So true story, I do have a friend that I knew for about 5 years before they found out my first name was Andrew. And when they asked me what my last name was, I told them Howie. And they said, wait, your name's Howie? And so to this day, they call me Howie. And that's been about 25 years total that I've known this person. So that's pretty awesome. Good. Yeah.
I'm glad you shared that with me, because now your name in the office is Howie.
It's less confusing.
I was in the Army for a while. I think you knew that. And
right.
In the military, it's all your last name, right? So I had kind of the same thing, and nobody could say my name. So I ended up becoming Ammo. So everyone called me Ammo.
Okay. Can I call you Ammo then?
For sure. All right. So tell us about you, family, kids, what do you like to do?
Yeah, so I grew up in Montreal, Canada, so I can get by with some French. I grew up on the English side. For those that don't know that, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, there's a French side and an English side, basically, and the city itself is pretty bilingual. But I grew up on the English side and really disliked the winters there. They're really, really bad. So that brought me down to the USA back when I was 24 years old, and I was quite good at golf, and that was my reason for moving down here and actually going to California for about 20 years. And I became a golf professional, some small little tour events here and there, but mostly I was an instructor and I was a tournament director at a golf course, which I loved. And that was out in San Ynez Valley, California, and met my wife there, which is really odd because nobody meets their wife in that town. Everybody I knew there, they had met their wife or their husband in a different town because it's so small. There's only about 20 or 25,000 people that live there. But I met her, fell in love with her. We moved along really quick, had a daughter very quick, and then followed that up with a son about 21 months later. And it was just about a year ago, coming up on the anniversary, where we decided that California is great. However, we needed a change. And she's actually from Alaska, my wife, and me being from Montreal, oddly, I never thought I would say it, but I miss the winters. I miss skiing regularly, and I miss having hockey. Being from Canada, I love to play hockey. So we just decided on Denver, and that was a perfect fit for us because it was much milder winter than what we're used to. So it's just basically like a bad day in July, the winter here, for what I'm used to back up in Canada. And we just love it. We love all the activities that you can do out here. We're outdoors people. We love hiking. We love fishing, camping. Colorado, Denver, it just offers all of that for us. And we're loving it out here. And it's coming up on just about a year. And yeah, the kids love it as well. So it's great.
That's awesome. I know you do some coaching with the hockey.
I do. Yeah. My son, who's 7, I volunteered to coach for his team this year, which was a much bigger commitment than I thought it would be, but it ended up being really, really cool. And just being on the ice with him, it's so fun to just go over and just talk with him and be right there instead of behind the glass. So thoroughly enjoying that. I plan on continuing to do that as long as I have the time. And right now I do.
Golf pro. I know we went to Top Golf. We haven't actually played a round together yet.
I know.
I'm intimidated by that, to be honest with you. But Top Golf was a blast. You were helping me out. So we're going to be doing some for our viewers in Colorado. We'll try to do some simulator events, you call them, where you could try to help our clients out with their swings. That'll be fun. So
exactly.
Keep your eye out for that.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
All right. So Pine Financial, tell us how long you've been part of the team and what's your role? What did you join the team to do?
Yeah, so I joined Pine. We're coming up on 6 months now, almost to the day. We're only a few days away from it. And my role here is a loan officer. So I'm helping out folks fund their deals, mostly with fix and flips or buy and holds, and helping put some money in their pocket all at the same time. And they'll come with a deal. We kind of look at the deal, look at the numbers with them as well. We'll kind of evaluate that and see if they're on the right track for making a profit. And then we just go through that process of getting them qualified for a loan with us.
And you're looking at a ton of deals. So
Yeah,
if somebody has questions about profitability or maybe an exit strategy or how can they finance it, whether it's with Pine or not with Pine, I'm sure you're looking to take those types of phone calls.
constantly. Yeah, it's almost on a daily basis. Everything you just said, that's kind of what we go through, whether it's a phone call or an email or a text message. That's a very common one too, is, hey, how do you see these numbers? And we'll run the numbers for them, say, hey, I'm getting this number, how did you see it? And then if it is different, why is it different? And we just kind of go through that with them. In most cases, it's like, oh, I didn't see that. And they'll be like, okay, I'm going to factor that in. And oftentimes it can actually end up being on a higher side, which is even more beneficial to them rather than, that dreaded, I don't see much of a profit coming on this one. But it's fun to go through those numbers with them. And it's fun to just kind of go back and forth and just kind of see where we see it, how we see it, and if it's going to be a good deal to finance for them.
I think you and I share this. I mean, we just love real estate. So just having someone give us a call and talking about real estate is kind of what our passion is.
Yeah, it really is. Just getting to know someone and just kind of going through it. And especially when that deal closes and smiles are going around, beers are being cheersed. It never gets old. It really doesn't.
All right, so you do work with a lot of real estate investors, both experienced and some of the newer folks out there. What can our clients do to help you do your job, which is to help them make money? So what can they do to help you?
Yes, that's a really good question. What I come across a lot is just a little bit of lag when it comes to getting the information that we need to approve someone for a loan. Being in hard money like we are, often the deal needs to be done very, very quickly. And quickly means we need to get stuff quickly. And sometimes it's tough to get those items from our borrowers so that we can look through the information, make sure that we've got everything that we need. And so that would be the biggest help for me, is to just say, hey, we need this, get it over as quickly as you can, rather than me having to follow up with them constantly to get stuff from them.
Let's say, what's the saying? Help me, help you.
That's exactly Jerry Maguire classic, right? It's so true. Yeah. I would say that's easily the best one.
Okay, so what are some closing thoughts or anything you want to share with the viewers? Maybe something we don't know about you or anything before we close out the video?
Yeah, I think mostly this would be just a real sincere way of saying that I'm so thrilled to be here. And we're coming up on 6 months now with Pine Financial. And it is so much better than I thought it could be. And coming into it, I thought it was going to be really good. So I got a really sneak peek when we met back 7 months ago now at the Invest Success Summit. And I got to see you guys in action. I got to research you guys a lot. And it was just so nice to have that before coming in, doing the interview process, where I felt like I knew you guys prior to coming to sit down. That really made me feel good and comfortable. And it just really is an outstanding place to work. And weekly it gets better, man. It's just, you're a pleasure to work with, and very smart guy. This whole place, I mean, how many employees we have here now? 11, 12? And each one of them has something very unique and all great brains behind the operation here. So it's just been a real treat to, anytime I have a question, to just bounce it off somebody here. And right away I get an answer with a very direct knowledge of what we're doing here. So that's amazing to me. So thank you.
I got like chills listening to you say this. You're a tremendous ad, man. We're so happy to have you here, and I think you're doing a fantastic job. I know you're helping a lot of clients out there make money.
Yeah.
So if you're Minnesota, Colorado, Wisconsin, we're growing even beyond that. But those specifically right now, if you have questions for Howie or how we can help you finance your fix and flips, your buy and holds, your commercial value add, he can help you with all of that. If you enjoy the videos, please hit subscribe, hit like, and you can check us out at pinefinancialgroup.com. Thanks,
Yeah.
Howie.
Check us out, guys. Thanks, Kev. I appreciate it.